Hey guys, Justin here from Simplified Investing. Hope you're all having a great weekend. This will be our weekly watch list video highlighting our 5 plays of the week and then a market breakdown as well. So with that being said, the 5 plays this week, first one being DOCU, second one being Apple, third one being PFE, fourth one being BABA, and then the fifth one being Lucid. Hope you guys all have a great green week. So getting things started as I do with every other watch list video, the first thing I like to do is break down the market. The proxy I'm going to be using today is going to be /NQ, which as I mentioned previously is going to be a NASDAQ futures. It's going to be tracking the NASDAQ market, more heavily tech and growth stock weighted index. So that being said, /NQ here, looking at this from the daily time frame, you can see we're forming a daily lower low here, which is not a good sign for a continued uptrend here. However, we are holding this 15,600 region, which happens to be this cup breakout level that we got back in the end of October before pushing up and making all-time highs. So 15,600 really going to be a critical level here on /NQ within the coming week. You can see we get some volume here on Friday, trading 158%, which is very significant when you're looking at this from a futures index-based standpoint. Obviously, it'd be different if you're tracking an equity, but considerable amount of volume here on /NQ, trading the most volume since we've seen back here in 1123, and then before that, back here in the beginning of the year. So, significant volume here. Continued lower lows here. Really what I would like to see is one, either more consolidation around this 15,600 support, or a bullish reversal here and reclaim over 16,000 for any upside here within the coming weeks. So again, looking strong, just need more confirmation here on a daily time frame perspective. Going out to the weekly chart, you can see lower lows here. It's not a huge, massive lower low. However, you can obviously see we had a lot of selling pressure here in the last week. The most volume we have seen since all the way back here in March. So coinciding with this pullback that we saw here back, obviously from COVID, from a weekly time frame perspective, pulling back here on some significant volume. Let's see if we can reclaim that 16,000 region here on the weekly chart. Otherwise, we could see lower lows here back down into the support region at 15,000. So looking strong if we can hold here, but again, we always have to wait for more confirmation, especially from the daily time frame perspective. So one thing I also wanted to cover here, one thing that we also track is going to be the VIX. VIX is going to be the volatility index that you get on the market. As you get increased volatility, you get an increase in VIX, and normally when the increase in VIX, you get a pullback in the market. Clearly what we are seeing here. So from the VIX perspective here, really want to see this 3150 region where we got rejected back here in 1218. Failed this false breakout here at the beginning of the year. And then we get a rejection also here in 3-4. And then basically into lower lows here, confirming a $15 triple bottom. Now we're pushing up here. You can see we broke out on Friday, rejected here. So if we get confirmation of a VIX breakout, daily breakout over 3150, could expect to see some continued selling here on the indices. That being said, first play of the week, one that we're all over on Friday. Really, really good move. Huge, massive volume. We're trading 4,000, almost 4,000% the average volume. Gapping down here on DOCU over 40%. Terrible earnings, terrible guidance. Really, what I would like to see is further continuation down here below 136.46, which is going to be a support region that we've had from the weekly time frame perspective. Below that, I do think this has potential for 120 on a follow-through here on DOCU, but looking very, very weak here. Massive, massive sells, a lot of order flow, a lot of big players selling their positions here on Friday. Really would like to see this breakdown below that 131.51 low of day on Friday with potential to see 120 here on this one within the coming week. Second play, one that is going to be having some RS, some relative strength compared to the market, is going to be Apple. So you can see the NASDAQ has been getting hit hard lately, a lot of high tech, a lot of growth, all those stocks getting pulled back. Apple trying to hold up here with some strength. We're getting some volume. Really what I like to see here is this consolidation and buyers taking this 160 region here. So you can see we tested these lows at 160 here on Friday for Apple, pushing all the way up and closing near 162. So a little over a 1% bounce here off the lows. Really nice continuation here. You can see this rejection before we reclaimed it. A key level here at 160. If we do want to see continued upside here on Apple, Would like to see that 160 level hold. Otherwise, below that, we do have that 158 support region. But looking very strong here. A lot of relative strength compared to the index. Now let's see if we can get a continued higher high here. 164.56 is a region I will be watching here for potential to take Apple to the upside if we can get volume and follow through on this one. Third play, one that's also had some strength here relative to the indexes that have been pulling back, is going to be PFE. Pfizer, not really a big mover, not trading a huge amount of abnormal volume, but we get a nice cup move here through this 50 region. You push up, pull back here, a nice cup and handle continuation gap up into 1129. Now we're forming this consolidation around 54. So liking this one, if we can get a move over this 55 region, you can see we rejected that on 1126. 1129, 12.1, and then 12.2. So over 55, I do think we do see all-time highs here on PFE. Really nice gap up here. Now we're trying to form this upside move here. Nice trend mover. I would like to see 55 again is a region where it has continuously seen selling pressure. If that can move, you're very likely to see all-time highs here on this one within the coming week. The fourth play, one that's also been getting destroyed lately, is going to be Alibaba. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be watching this one. Really liking this play to the downside here on BABA. You can see some volume, a lot of volume actually here, trading almost 3.5x the normal amount of volume on Friday. Anytime you obviously have something moving down over 8%, you can see that a lot of volume is expected. Continued lower lows here, respecting these lower low patterns that we got from an earnings gap down here. Do think it is potential to see 100 here on Alibaba. We do need to obviously wait for confirmation. 108.70, low a day on Friday, providing a region that I'll be watching here on Monday. See if we can get a breakdown through this with volume for potential to scalp this to the downside. As for resistance zone above, obviously it's in a huge channel. It's very volatile. 140 resistance, very, very strong here to the upside. That would be a better level to watch here if you wanted to try to find a reversal here on Alibaba. But you can see this clear defined daily chart, lower lows, downtrend with selling pressure to the downside. No real reversal yet from a longer time frame perspective. There have been a few short intraday reversals that you could take for a few day momentum plays. But really, overall, long-term time frame, Alibaba is still in a defined downtrend. Would really need to see some strong volume and a reversal happen here on this one for any upside. Otherwise, continued selling pressure could see a support level around here at $100, being a whole dollar psychological region. That being said, the last play of the week is going to be Lucid. Lucid one, again, that does have some relative strength compared to the market. You can see on Friday, testing down here to this 45 support and then actually closing over 47 here. So nice dip buy here. A lot of people taking this dip. No huge abnormal volume like we were seeing here back at the beginning of November. But again, looking very, very strong here on this one in the coming week. Would like to see a breakout here over 50 for any upside on Lucid. Going to be a lot of consolidation here, which is healthy in a trend move, but we do have to wait for that continued breakout here on Lucid. Over 50, the next region to watch would be this 55 zone where we did fail to break out here at 1130 and then 1129 as well as 1117. Over 55, actually over 50, then look at 55, and then over 55, we do have potential to see those highs here at 65. Now, Lucid will benefit greatly if we can get some bounce on the market in the coming weeks, so that is one other thing to track, as well as watching Lucid stock itself. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did enjoy it, if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. And again, if you are interested in joining our private team to get our course alerts and more, feel free to check out simplified-investing.com today. Thank you guys. Hope you're having a great weekend and hope you have a great week trading. Thanks.